the end of the table, Ray. Good evening. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Lakeview Realty. Michael?
This is on for public hearing. All my comments were addressed at the last meeting.
All comments have been addressed from the engineering department.
And this is on for a bond return, public hearing, Mr. Chairman.
This is a public hearing on Lakeview Realty. Anyone in the audience wish to be heard?
Mr. Chairman, being there's no public comment, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pat?
Yes, sir. This goes to the town board.
Just send it on to the town board. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, folks.
And just so the board knows, I explained to the applicant earlier, it goes to the town board, it's gonna be going through the engineering department, it's on a work session, and then a voting session, and then he gets his bond returns, just so the board knows what the process is after this.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good night.
Harmon Holdings. Michael?
This is on for a public hearing also. This is a site plan for an addition to their building.
Rich?
All my comments are
I'm
addressed.
sorry. Rich?
All my comments have been addressed, I did meet with the applicant on site, and we talked about different issues, everything is good, they addressed them, and we're moving forward.
Pat?
And the applicant, likewise, Mr. Chairman, has addressed all the site planning issues. We have no further comments on this minor site plan.
This also is a public hearing. Anyone in the audience wish to be heard? Joe, you can comment if you want to.
Mr. Chairman, being the fact that there were no people speaking at the public hearing, I move to close it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chairman, if I may address the board.
Sure.
Dawn McKenzie from Insight Engineering, representing the project. We're hoping, if possible, to get a seeker determination tonight. I know it was discussed that it was a type 2 action with no further environmental review required. And also, we're hoping that maybe we can get a resolution for next meeting, unless the board has further questions.
I don't see any reason why you can't get a resolution at the next meeting. I thought that you were gonna do like the rest of those group up there, do the expert tonight.
I'm sorry, what?
That would have been kind of difficult. No,
Yeah,
resolution at the next
I don't think
meeting.
you could give us a resolution tonight, could you? That would be great. One less
You
meeting.
gave her an idea now, Harold.
I thought that would be presumptuous.
Thanks so much. Thanks a lot. Resolution at the next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Tompkins Recycling. Pat, Michael.
This is on for a reapproval of a previously approved map, which has expired, correct? There are no changes to the map. I have no objection to this.
Rich?
Engineering department has no objection to the reapproval of the site plan, as there are no changes being made to the project. Planning board should be aware of the various permits that are out there. It has received stormwater coverage from the state. It's set to expire in December of 2017. It has a wetlands permit expiring December of 2018. It did go through a FEMA Emergency Management Agency floodplain process. Everything is built according to plan. It is not in the floodplain. It has a DEP permit, which is set to expire in March of this year, and it worked on. I think that has been gone through the board. Paul, could you please confirm that? And there is still information missing from the original site plan resolution, which says there's a stormwater management agreement and easement language, which has been provided to town council for review and is being worked on, and they need to post the performance bond and engineering fee.
Pat?
And as everybody said, this is a reapproval. There is no change at all to this application. You may remember this, a long history with respect to this application, a lot of involvement with the DEC. All of that stuff, as Rich indicated, is now controlled under those permits. The issue of the wetland permit does need to be reissued by the ECB, as they are reconstructing wetland buffer on this particular application. Other than that, all the issues remain unchanged. There are no outstanding issues, and the board can consider the reapproval. This is a reapproval.
The reconfiguration of the wetlands is not going to affect,
It's the same reconfiguration that was
Same
done last time, but
reconfiguration,
because of the expiration, they've got to go back to ECB.
correct.
Has any work begun on the site at all?
They've been working on cleaning up the site. Actually, there is a new property owner, and that's why the original site plan lapsed. It was just going through that stage of do you buy or not buy, and the original Tompkins approval expired, and the purchase on the property took place last May.
And we asked them to clean up some of the piles that were
I
out there.
remember,
but-
yeah, that was a big one.
But we couldn't let them disturb too much of the ground in the doing it, so it was touching.
But so is the site, is currently stable on the way, so there's no issue there, okay.
Yes, it is.
So the site has been cleaned up some since we brought
Yes.
it up, raised the issue?
Yes.
Didn't that site had a lot of things that was wrong with it?
It did, and that's why the DEC got involved in this. Most of that stuff was regulated by the DEC. So the junkyard operation, and a lot of just stuff you would see driving past the property are the things, as Paul indicated, that have been cleaned up by the new property owner. There were piles of junk, basically, on the property. Some of it slopping over the property line, so it wasn't really clear. The owner just cleaned it, and rather than dealing with issues, just took it away, did the right thing by taking care of most of those most offensive issues. But the operation of the facility is regulated by and under the control of the DEC. Those are the permits Rich referenced.
Reapprovals for 1 year, right?
This approval would be granting a new approval valid for a year.
Again, this application is new to me a little bit. I wasn't on a board, I don't believe, when this came through the first time. So I have two questions if I can. So this is going to be a transfer station?
No.
For
No,
construction debris? So maybe just give us an update.
It's a construction and debris processing facility. So basically, you go to a construction site, you throw your construction debris into a trailer. That trailer gets dumped off at this facility, where it gets spread out on the floor. It gets put onto basically a sorting machine, and you just sort out all the various materials,
So
metals.
they separate the wood, the metals,
Yeah.
and plastics and garbage? And then
Correct.
Then they move it out from there,
Correct.
right?
Yes, and everything takes place indoors.
Okay. And then the other thing I noticed on the site is that there's a big retaining wall, right, on the perimeter on this site, right? If I'm looking at it right?
Well, it's the retaining wall between our access to our building and what's going to be the future wetland area and pond area.
So the retaining wall is just to separate the site from the wetland? Is that what the...
Correct.
Because the site seems relatively flat, right? Not
Correct.
really- It's not retaining earth, it's just kind of, right, and that's a big wall, right? That's a pretty...
No, it's about 6,
Plateau in the,
Correct.
it's bringing it up, actually.
Say it again?
we're going to be
It's bringing the whole
filling.
thing to a plateau almost.
Right, so you're going to raise this thing
We're
up a
going to,
little bit.
we're going to raise up for our
Not a lot,
building
it just
pit.
it looks like a few feet above the road.
About 5 feet.
Right.
So it's-
And I think enough, that was in part to address some flooding issues.
Correct,
so
and
forth.
And dealing with the stormwater.
And offset of stormwater, yeah.
So it's environmental, a wall has
Yes.
really an environmental component to it. And then I guess my other question, so the wall itself, right, and if I'm, just help me out, I'm not 100% where the site is, but this is kind of past the collision guy, right? Is that what we're talking about, right?
In between the collision and the Humane Society.
Right, on that side, right? On
Yes.
that side. So, and then you're gonna put the wall on the far side, away from the road, right?
Yes.
Is that wall high, or is it relatively low? Is it
5 feet.
5 feet? So you're not gonna see that,
Exposed face.
you're not gonna see that
Exposed.
wall from Route 6?
No,
Oh, gosh.
no, because on the back side of us is the back part of Putnam Plaza.
Fiddler
Right, so
backs
there's,
up to
so
the
the plasma, you kind of
Yeah,
see
you
the
got-
wall on a drawing, it's hard to tell, the drawing wasn't really clear for me, if it's a really tall wall, you would maybe see this thing from Route 6,
No.
but I'm just trying to get a feel for, so there's no real, I guess what I'm driving at, no architectural component here that we should be aware of, you know?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I think you're gonna clean that area up anyway, right? That's
Right,
kind of a
that's
rough
the
site as
bigger
it is,
issue.
right?
And once the wetland renaturalizes, it'll be
Right.
obscured for sure.
Correct.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Trying to get a feel.
Just so the board knows, there's two easements that are going to be required. One is a temporary easement to remove some debris that's listed in the top right, I think, of the drawing there. The second is a drainage easement. The applicant's represented by Attorney Joe Spofford, working with respect to these two easements.
You know those gentlemen? You know those people that's walked in?
My clients.
I don't, is it on the agenda somewhere?
They are his clients,
Oh,
this applicant.
oh. In it,
This will be a temporary easement. There's buried stuff there and a mound of things that shouldn't be there that needs to go, and the applicant is going to remove it, so we're going to give the temporary easement to do that.
Gotcha, thanks.
any other questions? So things is progressing then, right?
Yes, in a positive direction.
What's the schedule there, an anticipation to do something this building season?
I believe so. I think they want to get started yesterday.
The fact that the easement is not yet final doesn't affect our approval.
That would be the signing of the map.
Right. Condition of the approval prior to execution.
Any other questions?
I think we'll have a better end product when this is done, right? So I'll make a motion to this.
I think anything that would keep it moving along, it's been there so long.
So I'd like to make a motion for Tompkins Recycling, 60 Old Route 6, Carmel, tax map 55.11-1-15, for the reapproval of final site plan for 1 year.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
So carried.
Thank you.
Minutes?
I'd like to offer the minutes, but with a correction. Unfortunately, when it's listed with the members who were present and absent, both Anthony and myself are listed as present and absent, but we were both at the meeting, and both of us verified that we had made comments at the meeting, so we're pretty sure we were there.
Put in the ghost.
So, but other than that, the minutes are fine.
Can we get a motion?
I would make a motion, we accept the minutes as amended by Ray, taking Anthony and Ray off.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.